Soft piano, low strings, distant pedal steel. A projector flickers wind over the Arkansas River. On Main Street in Florence, when the evening settled down, there was a glow against the brickwork. There was music in the town. A boy could watch the dust rise, see the whole wide world begin, through a silver beam of wonder, through a ticket and a grin. BP lit the first light, Hannah held the door, and the boys learned every footstep on that polished theater floor. Not chasing after spotlights, not hungry to be known. They were raised among the shadows where the moving pictures shone. And every reel kept turning, every river found its way. Every small town dream got bigger when the lights began to play. So keep the marquee lit for Mack and George tonight. Two brothers in the canyon, two keepers of the light. One looked down from heaven through a camera in the clouds. One flew the Colorado sky and never let it down. They were not the names in diamonds, not the faces on the screen. They were the hands that built the doorway to 1,000 silver dreams. So when the sun goes down on Florence and the Royal Gorge turns gold, keep the marquee lit for the McCormick soul. Mack went off to wartime, where the cold Atlantic roared, reading photographs of silence for the Army Air Corps. He came home with quiet purpose, put his shoulder to the town, kept the skyline's curtains rising when the world was breaking down. Then the cars rolled to the sunset, headlights pointed west. Families under starlight, babies sleeping on a chest. A speaker on the window, popcorn in the air, and the mountains stood behind him like 1,000 answered prayers. He knew a film was more than story, more than actors, more than art. It was work for local people, it was pride inside a heart. So keep the marquee lit for Mack and George tonight. Two brothers in the canyon, two keepers of the light. One looked down from heaven through a camera in the clouds. One flew the Colorado sky and never let it down. They were not the names in diamonds, not the faces on the screen. They were the hands that built the doorway to 1,000 silver dreams. So when the sun goes down on Cañon and the river runs below, keep the marquee lit where the McCormicks go. George knew every runway, every ridge and turning bend. A theater man, a pilot, and a true production friend. When the picture needed distance, when the land had to be seen, He lifted up the camera toward the place behind the scene, near Brush Hollow water on a hard July day. The sky became a sorrow no one's song can take away. But a life is not its ending, and a man is more than pain. George is still in every sunrise on the wings above the plains. And Mack took grief to Denver, turned memory into law. Said bring the cameras westward, let them see what we all saw. The rivers and the canyon, the towns that carry on, the workers and the dreamers, the dusk before the dawn. He watched the waters moving, watched the future from above. Built a state out of conviction, built a legacy from love. Not loud, not vain, not easy, not carved from borrowed fame. Just service in the daylight and honor to a name. So keep the marquee lit for Mack and George tonight. Two brothers in the canyon, two keepers of the light. One gave Colorado pictures, one gave wings to what was seen. Both gave all they had to places most men pass between. They were not the names in diamonds, not the faces on the screen. They were the hands that built the doorway to 1,000 silver dreams. So when the last reel trembles and the credits softly roll, keep the marquee lit for the McCormick soul. On Main Street in Florence, when the evening settled down, there's still a glow against the brickwork. There was music in the town. A boy could watch the dust rise, see the whole wide world begin, through a silver beam of wonder, through a ticket and a grin. BP lit the first light, and I held the door, and the boys learned every footstep on that